my table topics are all about parenting. My daughter's getting ready to go into middle school, and my son is 9, and I'm just having a hard time. So, should you read your child's diary or go through their phone?
Excellent question. Currently, last week was my first week. I started a course at church. I am a big advocate for this book, The 5 Love Languages. If you have not read it, please read it. It will help you with your spouse. Not saying it's going to solve anything, but you will learn from the 5 love languages. With that, I'm taking the course of 5 love languages for children. Same application. There's 5 love languages. With that being said, you have to learn your children. I would not read my children's diary. It's not something that I would feel is my business. If my kids want to talk to me, they will talk to me. They have their own feelings. So when I'm talking about the book, you have to learn respect for your children and respect for them to give to you. And that love language is learning that respect. How do they like their love? But how do they, with that being said, that love comes with respect. So for myself, I would say, stop using so. Notice that. But I would say no, I wouldn't. I would be very quiet and go, whatever, because I didn't like my parents to do the same.
Okay, good, thank you. Let's see. Auntie Julie. Okay, in 5th grade, the kids have sex education, and that's great, but do you think that parents should ask their children about the birds and the bees and what they know and open the conversation, or do you think that parents should let their children ask them when they're ready?
Don't have kids, that's why I'm Auntie Julie. I would go with let them ask you, because when they're ready to know about it, that's when they're asked. If you bring it up beforehand, they may not be ready, especially at a 5th grade level. Luckily, as Auntie Julie, any question that I get towards that, I'm heading them towards Mom and Dad. Let Mom and Dad handle it. They can just, smile and nod, and go ask your mommy, go ask your dad. They can tell you the answer, so I would go down that road, is let them ask the question, answer it at that point. That's about it.
Okay, thank you. Toma. Yes.
I don't have a name tag. I forgot my name by now.
So when I went to college, my mother gave me a whole list of no's. Don't do this, don't do that. And one of the things that she said was, don't do anything to permanently change your image. And of course, freshman year, month in, Mommy, I got my nose pierced. So, what would you say to your young child who talks to you about wanting to do something that will permanently change their image? Piercings, tattoos, ear hole things. What do you say?
It is hard to say anything about it right now because my daughter is 4. We will see what happens when she grows up. Probably I will have to let her make her own choices. It's hard to say right now. Probably when she starts making those choices, I will start rethinking this decision depending on what she chooses, because just a couple of weeks ago she said that she wants to play guitar like her daddy does, and they went and bought her electric guitar, and now they play together, and it's a little loud in our house. So there goes my decision of letting her make her choices. Now she says that she wants to be an engineer like her daddy. That choice I do like. So about piercing and tattoos, I will probably table this conversation in a couple of years more. We don't know what's going to happen. We're very different with my husband and our views on what to let our children do and not do, because I always did everything right in school. I never did anything crazy. And my husband did everything opposite. So when I say that she's not gonna go out, she's not gonna go to nightclubs because crazy things happen in those nightclubs, he says that he's gonna lock me in a bedroom and let her go. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I cannot tell you.
Okay. Do I have time for another one?
Yes.
Okay. Marco.
Always popular.
I'm trying to see which one I'm going to ask you. You're in the military, so I think this one will be good for you. When I was in high school, I never drank. And thus I wasn't invited to many of the parties because there was lots of drinking going on. Your daughter is
13.
She's right about that age. So, as a parent, how do you handle the drinking situation? Are you one of those who would say, if I know she's going to drink, I'd rather she drink at home, or no drinking at all, stay away from those friends? What do you do?
Okay, that was two questions. First question is I'm not the parent to say my daughter's gonna drink with me. That's just not gonna happen. I still to this day don't drink around my parents. I don't do that. Regarding how do I handle that situation, so she's coming up the age. So children, the teenagers these days have access to a lot more things than I did at my age. I mean, access to everything. So her and I recently had a conversation about some things that her peers are into, which kind of threw me back because I'm fully aware that at that age, your peers are very influential in your life. So if your friends are doing contraband, then that could influence you as a young child. What do I do about that? I would really hope. I try to engage her and have certain discussions to build that rapport and give her that trust that if in the event something happens, you could talk to me and really give my opinion. I would give her the real scoop. Hey, if you drink too much, these are some of the ramifications of drinking. If I find out she's drinking at 13, man, problem. Very big problem. Because my job as a parent, I feel as a dad, my job is to protect her and get her ready for the real world. So I'm not gonna try to hide her and protect certain things. I'm gonna tell her the truth. Hey, you drink too much, you might get sick. That's a problem. You drink too much, you might go to jail because drinking and driving. Wow, that's a very tough question. I'm out of time, so we'll do this some other time. No, man, I almost fainted like 5 seconds.
Okay, luckily we're done. So thank you very much.